Hello, my name is DJ Crazy Jimmy, aka James Dwyer, and I had a beautiful day. I've been here in the Philippines for about 6 months. If you're new to this channel and you haven't watched any of my other videos, that's why I keep repeating myself in some of my videos. If you've watched some of my videos, please bear with me. I just kind of want to get people to get to know me. That's the whole point of this YouTube channel. Anyway, neither here or there. I've been here in the Philippines for about 6 months. I've been living with my wife and her family in a nipa hut. We just have a nipa hut as our own little privacy, and then we have a house that's like a shared house with like 8 people, and then we have like another house next to it that's a whole another family of like another 8 people. So there's like 16 people in between 2 houses, and we have to pay the electric bill for 2 houses, so it's like joined together. So it's like kind of frustrating to be in a house with so many people all the time when you're married and you just started to get married. But my wife is from the Philippines. I'm from America. And to be honest with you, to get her to come to the visa to the United States is a lot of paperwork that we have to get filed. And we use a company called Rapid Visa. Shout out to them. This is not sponsored, of course. But just they help out with the paperwork and get everything started. We've been married for about a year and 6 months. A year and 5 months. So yeah, a year and 5 months now, because I came back for their anniversary, and I ended up staying for a lot longer than I expected. But the point of this video is just to brag about the Philippines a little bit. Oh man, to be honest with you, if you have to use the bathroom, you don't use toilet paper here, you use soap and water. It's gross. I just used the bathroom not too long ago. A little bit of humor there, I guess, if you will. It's not humorous, but it's gross. But I went swimming in the sea today. I went swimming in the sea today for about 3 hours in perfect weather. Now that's a trade-off. The bathroom is gross, but the weather is perfect. It's mid-November here, and I was throwing kids over my shoulders and all kinds of stuff, just having fun with the local kids here. Nobody really wants to get in the water because it is totally hot out. It's like almost 90 degrees out in the daytime, and the sand is just baking with heat. Your feet would burn if you walk across the sand without sandals on, and you go everywhere in sandals, shorts, and a t-shirt. Like I'm wearing this tank top. I hate tank tops, but that's what it is. And in the Philippines here, man, I mean, we went to the beach, and I spent 3 hours in the sun. I got this nice little sunburn, but you can't really see it on video, and I enjoyed it. Another thing that's going to happen when I get back to the United States, I'm going to start truck driving. I'm going to work for a company called Rail. That's the company I want to work for. Now, if they'll hire me and train me, that's a whole nother ball game. I really hope that they will. Please pray to God that they will. Because I've been driving for Uber and Lyft for about 3 years. And I had 2 different cars. My last car broke down, and that's it. No more car. So when I go back to the United States, I don't have a car. But I'm going to be going back to the United States, start truck driving, and putting money away to be able to maybe buy into a business doing hotshot trucking, so I can have more freedom and make more money. And to be honest with you, that's where it's at. Hotshot trucking is where I think it's at, because I've met a lot of people. I've met like 2 or 3 different people who do hotshot trucking in my life, and now I started watching YouTube videos as well. So about 2 of those videos that I've seen of people hotshot trucking online, I started following them as well, and it's amazing how much money they're making and how much freedom they have to do whatever they want as far as their loads, to get on the load board and then get scheduled and go. I guess you could work as hard as you want, or you could work as little as you want. And to be honest with you, if I could get the truck paid off and the trailer paid off, and then I can build my house here in the Philippines, buy land in the Philippines, have a house in the United States, and then basically have our house here in the Philippines. We want to live in the Philippines more than we want to live in the United States. But to be honest with you, at the same time, we're going to live in the United States for as long as possible as well. But just to get her visa to the Philippines, from Philippines to the United States, is a whole nother ball of wax. I'm just looking at this camera here because for some reason it's been freezing. I had to delete a whole bunch of images on this camera. I use this phone. It's a Pixel 3a phone. It's a Google Pixel 3a phone for all my video on YouTube, because I have no camera with me for YouTube right now. I just use this phone and upload straight from my phone. Actually, it works pretty good. And so neither here or there. That's pretty much it. I'm going to start truck driving, and I started watching videos on YouTube to see about reviews about companies that hire and do training. And Rail seemed like a company that does their safety. They have a lot of safety, and that safety is big for me, because driving for Uber and Lyft, I always thought, you know, making passengers comfortable and being a safe driver was important. But in a truck, it's a whole nother ball game. It's a big rig. You got 18 wheels, and you got 18 gears. You know, it's not a small animal, and I want to go home safe every single week. I want to be safe in that truck. So to go to the best school as possible, to be able to get the best training as possible, and get hired on to work for a company, they pay $500 a week to go take their training, and then you get paid on the third week. So you get paid what, $500 a week to take the training. And they train you to drive your big rig, and then they put you in the truck with a trainer, and you start driving, and you're making money immediately. That's the way to go, versus paying somebody to teach you in a classroom and having to borrow money or take out a loan or whatever it may be, and not getting paid to learn, but getting paid to learn and then start working immediately. That's where it's at. There's more that goes into it. I think what I'll probably do is I'll document my journey here on YouTube with my truck driving experience. I think that'll be great, because then other people can learn from my experience. And it could also document my journey, because I'll look back at it someday and go, wow, look at how I evolved. I don't have a CDL. I never had a CDL. I want to drive. I enjoy driving. I've driven from Pennsylvania to Orlando, Orlando to Pennsylvania many times when I was younger, because I had family in two different spots. And then also I've driven all over Phoenix, Arizona, about 150,000 miles. Was it about that, or a little bit less than that, driving for Uber and Lyft? I think it's around that, but or more than that, I'm sure. Actually, I can't remember exactly, though. I'd have to look at the paperwork. But I'll tell you what, I enjoy driving. I enjoy driving freeways and highways and local roads as well. But you don't drive local roads on a big rig. And the thing about big rigs is that you get to get on the interstate and travel long distances. And that's what I'm all about. The short distances between towns and small little house to bar, bar to house, house to college, college to bar, bar to home. Those kinds of trips with Uber and Lyft are great. Because, I mean, with the surging and different types of models of driving, they're great. But to be honest with you, truck driving, you get on the road and you travel a long distance, straight shot. I mean, it's a straight shot. You don't have to get off the highway unless you're refueling, you're doing repairs on the truck. I mean, unless you have to eat or use a restroom. But you're not getting off and going through the town and villages and everything like that on a regular basis, unless you're just doing a delivery at the end of your run. So that's the big thing, and I really look forward to being able to get in the truck and just concentrate on the highway and the freeways and just go interstate, and that'll be great. I'll look forward to that. Neither here or there. I think it's time to wrap up this video, because I don't know how many people actually watch YouTube videos this long. If you are watching this video still, I appreciate it. Give it a like, a thumbs up, give it a dislike if you don't like it. Put a comment. I really appreciate comments, because then I can interact with you and anybody else that watches this video. That's the biggest thing. Comments are the biggest thing for me, because then I can interact with my YouTube family someday, if I can keep putting videos out. That's the big thing. I had to keep putting videos out on a regular basis. Anyway, neither here or there. DJ Crazy Jimmy, aka James Ware, signing out. Talk to you later. Have a great day.